We begin with breaking news. 7 people arrested in Redmond after they forced their way inside Microsoft's executives building in Redmond. Now, this is the latest in a series of demonstrations over the company's Azure platform and its usage in the Middle East. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling is there now. And Jennifer, the company just wrapped up a news conference. What did they say?
That's right. That was with Brad Smith, the vice chairman and president of Microsoft. And the occupation actually took place in his office. We heard that current and former tech workers from Microsoft, Google, and even Oracle were part of that occupation. That's according to the group No Azir for Apartheid. That group says they were doing it to protest Microsoft's role in, quote, powering the genocide in Gaza and the mass surveillance of Palestinians. They said they were presenting their demands to the executives at their place of work as a direct, quote, escalation to show that worker pressure has reached a tipping point. Smith spoke to us from that office, which he said had been cleaned up before we came in this afternoon. He said he wanted to address the protests. He said Redmond police were called in and took 7 people into custody and removed them from the building. Of the 7, he said 2 were Microsoft employees.
We need to keep our workplace safe and secure. We need to keep our employees secure, while we honor the freedom of expression that is a hallmark of this country and American life. But obviously, when 7 folks do as they did today, storm a building, occupy an office, lock other people out of the office, plant listening devices even in crude form in the form of telephones, cell phones hidden under couches and behind books, that's not okay. When they're asked to leave and they refuse, that's not okay.
And this protest and occupation of the office comes on the heels of another last week in which a dozen people were taken into custody by Redmond police. Smith went on to say that in his 23.5 years in the office, he's never had his office occupied like this. He said when we arrived, again, it had been cleaned up and there were no more protesters in the building. He says that the company supports freedom of expression as long as employees do it lawfully, and says vandalism, violations of office email policies, and occupying offices are not included in that expression. He says of the employees that were arrested, 2 were Microsoft employees. He says they'll be looking at disciplinary measures for them and confirmed that they were also arrested last week. Reporting live in Redmond, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.